what is some unique quality or traits about First Lady and Pastor that we deeply appreciate? The fact that they make it personable when they know you, when they get to know you, when you first come in, is right away is family. They don't shun you out, no matter what. And as you grow, no matter the circumstances that you might be going through, they still show everything with love. They still try to grow you in love. They still try to teach you in love. And they're always praying for us.
They basically, like take us like under their wings, like we're one of their own children or grandchild. Oh, that was a good standout. Very helpful around just doing the bare minimum that other people probably wouldn't do for us.
Is just his fearlessness, and his honesty. He really, when we talk about true Christians, he really characterized someone who wants to see people grow. So that's one thing that is unique about Pastor.
Something unique that I deeply appreciate is how much he pays attention to us. Like, I'll walk into church and I have an attitude and he'll be like, "Oh, why do you have an attitude today, Soraya?" So that's something that I deeply appreciate.
Do you really?
Yes.
What is one unique quality or trait about Pastor that I deeply appreciate?
I would say his honesty, because that's just so awesome.
I said honesty first. That was mine. It's the fact that you like to steal and you playing games right now. For Pastor Miss Wanda, I don't know if Jim gonna cut this out, but I deeply apologize. But for Pastor, yeah, it'd be honesty. That's all I gotta say about that.
That's all you're gonna say?
Yeah, I like that he's honest. I mean, would you rather have a pastor that's not?
I would say his rawness and his honesty too, because he just cut to the straight.
And his caringness too. I think I said that the last time.
And the caringness. Oh, you're so nice. Okay.
Yeah.
He is caring.
When he's preaching his sermons, it's really funny and it keeps me awake. So I make me focus better.
One thing I like about Pastor is one trait about Pastor I like is he always teaching us he always like teaching the sermon good and like teaches right from wrong.
One thing I like about Pastor is that he basically bring me closer to God and teach me about him more.
What is one unique quality or trait about Pastor Kevin that I deeply appreciate? Well, I would say that he deeply cares for his congregation. Not every pastor can relate to that. Most are about the fame that comes with the title, and some are just in it for the money. But not him, not Pastor Kevin. He really cares about us. And he's a funny man too. Yeah. And as for Miss Wanda, it's the liveliness. Every time you see her wearing her bright smile. Yeah, that's for sure.
How has Pastor's teaching inspired me to grow in my faith?
Oh no!
He has inspired me to truly really pick up and learn my scripture, get in my word, and practice what I preach, and instill it in my home. And have structure. He helped me to get to a point with the kids where they're reading their word for themselves, and when he has us read the Proverbs on Thursday, it helps me at home with them too, to make them have a consistency with reading their Bible in the house. They know that they gotta come Thursday and have their stuff ready because they're gonna be put on the spot. So he encouraged me to do the same thing at home, and it's been working. Even to little TJ saying his prayers now.
Help me understand to get in my word more, basically. So before I started coming to Power and Praise, I wasn't as in my word as I am now.
That's true. How has the pastor's teaching inspired me in my everyday life? The encouragement. You would never know what they go through probably in their times, because we're human, and a lot of time we have circumstances. But during other circumstances that others may go through, there's always a push and encouraging coming from them. And what makes me admire that more is because normally, from the world's point of view, what we're gonna get, they're gonna tell you to do what's pleasing to the world versus what's encouraging through the word. And not just giving us his word, or not Miss Wanda just giving her word, but they refer to the Bible, so they give us the truth. Like, don't take my word for it, here it is here. And if you call yourself a woman of Christ, a man of Christ, this is where it is, this is where you're gonna find it. So the encouraging, very encouraging.
That's a tough question.
It is.
Yeah, that's a good question.
They've been
what inspired me about them, I would say, is their faith, definitely. The way that they look and they do stuff, it definitely pushes me and helps me to push my siblings to act the same way, for sure.
Christ-like.
His words be good, and then I can feel his words, so maybe I really need to read my Bible because I really want to go to heaven. And the teaching is good.
It inspired me by him teaching us how the things we can get from the promises God give us from following him, being faithful, and he give us what's the word? He just helps us out, not deal with all the bad people in the world.
Advice and guidance.
Yes.
His teaching inspired me to follow God's word. That's all I have.
I say because it challenges me to dig deeper in everything, not just take everything face value, to really search God's word and really get into it.
I'd say just seeing how consistent he is in his word when he's reading, not just, reading and teaching, not just in the church, but even just at home in his daily life. So,
Okay.
So Pastor's teachings and sermons have inspired me to grow in my faith and my daily life. Kind of piggybacks on number one. Just him challenging us to be better Christians, and then also being honest with us when we need to be better Christians. So just him teaching us about the word and how we're supposed to read the word for ourselves and live our life and be responsible for who we are as Christians, so that when we get up to that judgment day, we can't be blaming it on Pastor. It's all on us.
His teaching and sermons inspired me to grow in my faith and daily life, because he's very relatable. So when he'll preach about something, he will bring it back to his life and tell us some mistakes that he's made and how he's changed as a person.
Always show that you can change. You don't always have to be the same person just because you made one mistake. You can always change.
Tamara had one.
I got one because for when at the anniversary when he was preaching, it really taught us how much he cared and taught me how to care for people.
Well, Pastor's teaching inspired me to step up higher, to push myself to make more, to take more responsibilities in the congregation, of course, and it encouraged me to be way more in the word of Yeshua. Yes, that's for sure. Way more in the words.
A significant moment with Pastor's leadership and passion for what he does. I would say it was last year around Christmas time when he encouraged all of us to truly give our life to Christ. When he pled to even the youth in the church that they're accountable, everybody in the family. It's not just the parents to come to church. When he made that resonate with our young men in the church specifically, because I saw the boys start getting more involved and stepping up a little bit more in the church. To me, that was significant because it's hard to get the youth like encouraged into reading their word, even though they have sports and things like that. At least for me, with my son, he started reading his stuff more, and he'll still come to church with us, even though he doesn't come here all the time. He still goes every Wednesday and Sunday somewhere to church. And he wasn't being consistent before Pastor really leaned into them and told really all of them that it's not just the parents. You're responsible for your soul. He really, to me, that was a little pivot point last year around Christmas time when he did that.
Around the time the situation in our family happened, he was there the most for us when we needed help. Like in our word, because we lost our spark at a point and stopped going to church, and he helped us get back there.
What is a memorable moment where the pastor and first lady leadership impact my life pretty much? Okay, so this happened like several years ago, 5 years ago, well, probably 3 years ago. It's memorable because at that point in time we were down and out. And like he said, they just take us as one of their own, and we needed a place to stay. And without hesitation, they took me and my 4 kids in and literally accepted us as their own. Me as their daughter, they treated me as one of their own daughters. They treated my kids as their grandkids. And it helped me in growth because this is when my family turned their back on me, but they didn't. And so he showed that selflessness that he tries to teach us throughout scripture and throughout how he preaches. So it's very memorable.
Yeah, bumping off of that. Basically, because like teaching me and my siblings basically life skills that some other people in our lives couldn't do in that role. So like, you know the basic skills that a father or a auntie or an uncle probably would have taught regularly, they taught us those.
When he like leads us, like him just being a leader, always preaching about the Bible and staying godly, and he's always like being kind about it, never too rude about it, like impact me. That like I want to be kind too and be a leader. So like when we're like reading our Bible, make sure that my siblings read it too. Make sure they stay on task.
One impact his leadership has on me is the fact that when somebody could be like mad at him or like Yvette be like mad at him or arguing with him, and then he could just stay calm and put her like give her like the right answer, like answer her question and tell her how she's in the wrong and everything.
He like inspired me like to be kind like him, and like how he is never mad no matter what happens.
I don't know if there's been a memorable moment. I'd just say just his presence alone has always made an impact on me growing up. I think he's known me since I was in middle school, so yeah, just being a constant presence throughout my life. I'm not that old. Yeah.
You're old. I would say, yeah, it's kind of, that question is hard for me because he's my father too, so, but I guess
oh yeah, I'm the adopted daughter, if y'all didn't know already. I forgot to say that.
Cut me off again.
I'm the last child. Then
I would say his kindness. I think being patient with me when I definitely was going through a hard time. He kind of called me out for it and was just like, what happened to your self-esteem, and really pulled me out of that place and challenged me to see what I was lacking. So that is a time that is memorable for me because it definitely was a pivotal moment in my life and ministry.
A memorable moment where the pastor's leadership or kindness made a significant impact on me. Let me think. A memorable moment. It's when, as Yvette will always say, that we have a praying pastor. So anytime that there are things going on, him knowing, without knowing, like what kind of teaching or what kind of sermon or what kind of kindness or what kind of love that we need. And that's in different areas of different years, different areas of our life. But I can say most notably, you know, when a lot of us were going through divorce at one time or separation, like we did a lot about love, and we did a lot of learning about what true love really is and what marriage really is, and the times when we should not be in a certain marriage and stuff like that. So I think he can really pick up on what's going on with his congregation and really provides that teaching to us so that we can grow in those areas.
A memorable moment where pastor's leadership had made a significant impact on me was when the congregation was mostly women at that time. And he was preaching and he said, "Where are the men?" He asked the question, "Where are the men?" Men, you need to step up. Even though he was mostly the only man at that time, I said that because I was the next man in the congregation, and he didn't give up. He could have said easily, "Well, I'm all alone in this congregation. I'm out. I'm done. I'm the only man here. Why bother?" But no. He knew that God had a plan. And here we are now. Yeah. This is the type of leadership that most people need. Resilient and faithful.
What is a funny memory I have from Pastor Kevin and Miss Wanda? Pastor Kevin, one time he was preaching service, and I don't know I forgot what he preached about. It was a while ago, and I know he just said something about my haircut, and I read everybody was just laughing. So that's a funny memory I had. And Miss Wanda, I don't think I have any.
I don't really have no memories, but he be preaching, his jokes be funny. And Miss Wanda, I can't really say anything.
I can't say nothing about them. I have no memory. Like, I remember laughing with them and stuff, but I don't remember.
That's always a funny memory for me. When TJ tries to start talking when pastor's talking, and he gets it right together, but it's always in a loving, fun way for us. Obviously, TJ remembers too. Pastor's the only one that can get TJ to be quiet and sit through a whole sermon.
That's a hard one, Brother Jimmy. Every time it's funny, are we fellowshipping and eating?
Or prayer circle.
Ooh, but it don't be him in the prayer circle that be making us laugh. I be gonna say that. She be
Or JoJo.
Yeah, them too. But then we all start laughing, and laughing is great because as a family, if we all can laugh together at that same thing, we just know like it's family, it's togetherness. I mean, there's plenty of funny moments, Jim, but honestly, right now you're picking me. I don't know.
Okay, a funny memory that I have of Pastor is when so youth group, we had like a baking thing, and everyone was putting hard candy on their things, but Pastor likes hard candy, so he was like eating the ring pops like fully, like he was just biting them, and he laughed.
It makes you laugh?
Yes, I don't know why. It was just so funny.
I have one. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna get in trouble.
What is it?
What is a funny memory I have from Pastor Kevin and Miss Wanda? Man, when it comes to funny things, it's on a daily basis. I can't really think of a particular moment but I can see it through things though. Through things that I know that's funny. And the first one is when he tries to make the holy sound like when the heavens are like when the angels are coming down. Oh, oh man, this one never gets old. And the second thing is when he brings up a point about women, he automatically brings up a point about men as well. Cause, you know, Miss Wanda's over there looking. What did you say? Oh, gotta play it safe. You gotta play it safe. Yeah, there's gotta be a balance, you know. Yeah, these are always funny to me.
I don't know what I can say without getting in trouble.
I think a funny memory for me is probably not in the church, but whenever, and this is not stalkerish, but whenever I see them walking out of the outside and they have a Ring camera, so whenever I be looking at their Ring camera and they be waddling to whatever errands, the waddling, whatever errands they're gonna run to or whatever restaurant they're gonna go eat at.
That's disrespectful. The waddling.
Or whenever they go into the gym, it just be so funny because
the
they like to make these like different like little sly comments on the Ring camera, but they don't see you, and they're just like, you know, cute little old people.
Well, I kind of laugh at this with my brothers and my brothers. I ain't even got no brothers. They act manly, I guess. Anyways, I laugh at this with my sisters all the time because I guess the one moment I will say, if you know my mom, she's a little clumsy. So please don't be mad at me. But that stuck with me will be we were going to this church and let's just say we were walking kind of ahead. I don't know why my mom was kind of behind us. Stop laughing. She was kind of behind us and she had fell. And my dad like turned to see where she was at and he was like, what are you doing? Practicing your stop, drop, and roll? And my mom was like, be quiet and just get over here and help me get up. So that's probably one moment I always will live with me with them. Yep. Please don't be mad at me.
If I could say one thing to Pastor and Miss Wanda, what would it be? Please do not change. Don't stop being the people who you are. As I've said before, you have become my spiritual parents. Mom, my dad in spiritual walks. You have helped me through many journeys. They've been through countless of things with me. They've probably buried half my family. Not half, I'm just kidding. But they've done a lot of funerals in my family. They've been through the transition that I've had these past 5 years with my divorce and helping me with my children. So don't change. Keep us. Even if we probably show a little whatever, it's not us. We're learning.
From like the behalf of me and my siblings, we just want to say thank you for just stepping up into that role, that spot. Really appreciate it.
If I could say anything to Pastor Kevin and Miss Wanda, I will tell them, great job, keep doing it. We hear you, we stand behind you, and we want to continue to see Power and Praise grow and fulfill their vision that they have for it to be a place where everybody is welcome to worship and help grow it. I want to let them know that they will see it. It's coming.
I would thank them for dropping whatever they're doing on Sunday morning to come to church to teach us about God.
Want to say something too, CJ?
Yeah.
What is it?
What does it do? I don't know, but I don't think the door does. What does the church say? What would it do about butt?
Okay.
If I could say anything to Pastor Kevin and Miss Wanda, it would be just go ahead.
I would say thank you for taking the time in the day to preach to everybody.
I would say thank you for always being a role model, always being leaders. Like I said, always being fearless, being dedicated to us as members. Not just doing what you do for the glory, I don't want to say the glory of God, but for the fame or what some people might want that position to be, but you do it because you truly care about everybody, and you want to see us grow. And not just in the church, as family as well, because you guys are always thoughtful when it comes to Mother's Day, when it comes to Father's Day, when it comes to holidays, making sure that you gift us with things that'll continue to help us grow in our walk. So that's what I was saying.
If I could say anything to Pastor Kevin and Miss Wanda, what would it be? That I thank you for all you've done for us, preaching us, keeping us close to God, and just letting us have a good time in church.
I would say thank you for everything we're doing, helping lead everybody in the church the right way, and keeping everybody on track.
I would say thank them for staying with us the whole year, throughout all the years of the church, and like keep preaching for us and being kind and never leaving the church.
I'd say never change yourself, because nothing goes unnoticed.
We will still remember you when you retire.
What?
We will still remember you when you retire. And to piggyback off of what Saraya said, if I had anything else to say to Kevin, Master Kevin and Miss Wanda, it would just be like she said. That we know that those days get hard, and we know sometimes, just like you guys as children, you probably are like hitting the door or whatever, like, can they just understand? But we love you guys. We do listen to you guys, and we appreciate your patience with us. What do you want to say about Pastor?
I would say thank you to my father, and thank you to the pastor first, because you had to separate being a father and a pastor. So thank you for being patient with me, even when it may have been difficult and you wanted to just be a father. You still stayed firm in ministry first, putting God first. And then I would say to my mother, thank you for always being my person that I can use to bounce my sermons off of, and listening and putting up with me, and Daddy, when we just want to tell you about our sermons and go on. And I know you be trying to watch your show.
Oh, and also thank you for adopting me as your last child. Once again.
They forgot to tell you, but they shredded the adoption paperwork.
It wasn't okay because Miss Wanda told me I was adopted. I'm
They
the last
shredded
kid.
it.
So thank you.
We shredded. But we want to say we love y'all.
Oh, yeah. And even thank you for allowing me to take things from your house, even when y'all don't know about it.
Yeah, she steals paper towels and all. So if y'all was wondering what happened to him, it'd be Renee. And she stole some of y'all popcorn.
Pastor already know that because he caught me.
Oh. But
That's
we
not
love you
secret no
guys.
more. Love you.
If I could say anything to Pastor Kevin and Miss Wanda, what would it be? Well, easy. I would say thank you for your support, your dedication, and for your devotion to your congregation. And that we really appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so who's gonna be the first one to go?
Am I looking at the camera?
No.
You're supposed to be looking at Jim.
Looking at me when you talk. I mean, you can turn around.
Say it.
What are you gonna say?
Y'all have.
What, he farted or something?
He never farted.
I don't know.
Quiet, Mouton!
Take two. Do it again.
Okay. Take two.
Was I supposed to repeat it too? Oh, no, okay.
This fall. Like, fall.
Good, can't talk.
Yeah, I gotta redo that? Dang, man. Cut again.
Take three.
Alright.
Are we all doing the same question?
Yeah.
So when you ask these questions, is it just Pastor or Pastor and Wanda? Again?
I'll say
Are you
Wanda.
gonna? Okay.
No, I had one, but I was trying to remember what I was gonna say.
Still standing after 19 years.
Can somebody get Anya? Anya, Ajon Mommy.
Turn it to me so I can repeat that question because I ain't gonna remember all of that. You wanted me to repeat the question? Turn the phone to me. Let me see the question.
You hungry?
See? Right, we did good. Yes, I didn't eat.
Yeah? Yeah? You want to add anything else?
No. We can get out.
Of course.